Hello guys, I'm going to show you my current build for PoV2 Dawn of the Hunt, new update. This build is pretty much for warrior only, and you can play either Smith of Kitava or Titan with his lamps. And I chose Smith of Kitava because of the tankiness you get here on max res, but for maximum damage, Titan's probably going to be better. I still need to get next labs for these points here, and the build will switch up a little bit, so I'll make an update when I get to this node. Current level 72, playing softcore, not that many deaths, 11 only, 3 on the endgame, and 2 of them were like the game just desynced and I died twice while relogging. And it's very tanky, as you can see, the max res here, 80 all. I still want to get more. Armor is not that much, but armor in PoE2 is kind of useless, to be honest. So block is way better. You with 50% block, you basically are immortal to the packs. I dive like once on maps, like not getting desynced. So let me show you how I build this. First things first, on the tree, you want a lot of strength because of this node here, Giant's Blood. So basically every single node that gives you strength I took here. Only this one I'm not taking. More damage with maces here. And some Warcry. Warcry is very important. I want to get this wheel next. And yeah, it's pretty standard, some skill speed, so it feels better to play. Slams on two-handed weapons feel very slow. That's why I didn't take this node here. It's like 8% reduce attack speed, and on paper you probably get more DPS, but it feels sluggish to play. This node very important once you get to the second lab, because it makes you get all plus all max res, and this is very good as well. This one I'm probably going to take off. I don't like armor that much. I'm going for some block nodes because I recently swapped to the shield, so I'm going to get some block, and that's where I would go from this point, block or Warcry. Maybe this wheel here for reduce requirements for the mace. Mine has only 405, so I can use it. I have 456 at the moment, and I'm going to switch to this mace next with 477. Maybe I'll go there, but I think I can get 477 without a node. So gear, basically max life, fire res, and strength. You only want fire res because of this node here. You get 50% of your fire res to the other res, so I have like no single cold or lightning modifiers, and I'm 90, 130. So it's only max health, strength, and fire res. Armor bases only. I don't like getting other bases because you're going to need a little bit more dexterity or int to equip, so only armor bases here. Boots, you need movement speed, it's very important on this game. Some extra luxury rolls, as you can say. Fizz damage to attacks is good, attack speed on the gloves if you can get is good. You need some decks here because of the gems I'm going to show later, or my gem setup. Life regen is always nice, mana leech is always nice. You don't need those to play. You don't use a lot of mana. Maybe mana leech, I haven't been playing without it, but if you feel like you need mana, just get leech on rings or gloves. But the mana flask is probably going to be enough. Rarity is decent, but life regen decent, but nothing crazy. Some spirit here for 1 extra hour, but you don't need it. Just life, fire res, and strength. For the mace, you want to get the highest physical DPS possible, so when you're going on PoE trade, you can search there. Like this, let me show you. You go here, you put 200 mace and 3 DPS. Mine has 400. When you buy a mage, just pay attention to the strength requirement. So mine is like 133 probably around that. So just one exalt. I can even buy this one. It's not great. 480. I have 400. This has 481. It has no quality, so I'm not going to buy it. You have to quality it up, and it's expensive. For the shields, you want increased block chance, as well as life, strength, and fire res. Some other good mods here is flat physical damage reduction. It's very good. And just better rolls. My shield is just trash. Need to buy a new one. And yeah, that's it for the gear. For the gems, I'm going to show my setup and explain how to play the build. This build is really feels really good to play. You have a lot of single target damage and AoE damage. You just need a little bit of setup, but in my point of view, it just feels very good, so I don't mind it. For the Mace Strike, I don't use it this at all, so just put whatever was left over here. Maybe Rage on melee hit, so you can hit some bosses on single target if you have no mana on a boss fight. You'll use this, but I don't have that problem. For the main skill is Earth Shatter with Upheaval. You need this, so you put 3 spikes on the ground. If you don't have Upheaval, it's only 1 and like way less damage. AoE and AoE here is all you want. You already do a lot of damage, so max AoE. This one, less accuracy rating, but you take Resolute Technique, so it's just free 35% AoE and 30% AoE here, and attack speed because Upheaval takes 20% attack speed, so you're compensating with that. And it feels a little bit slow to slam, but it's fine. Lip Slam, nothing important here, just this one brink. You want to Lip Slam on the pack, and they will have maximum stun bar, but not stun, because you don't want to stun with this, you want to stun with another skill I'm going to show you. The other two mods are just whatever. This is not very useful because you put the holy ground, but I always lip slam and go like this so I can move faster and just roll away. Because if you don't roll, you get kind of slow, so whatever this. I'm probably going to switch up the holy descent. Now for more setup, Seismic Cry and Infernal Cry. These are very important because when you slam with the War Cry charges, they deal more damage. Infernal Cry, they gain 25% as extra fire damage. And when you Infernal Cry, enemies on the range will explode, dealing more damage with the combos here. And the more power, the more explode damage. Combined with Herald of Ash, you deal Giga AoE damage. And Seismic Cry, the most important one, you cry when you use Seismic Cry, it has no cooldown, as you can see. But if you use it on a nearby stunned enemy, you get the charges for your attacks, and then you will guarantee an aftershock. Aftershock on the Earth Shatter basically explodes around it. I have like 15% random chance of aftershock, you can see there. With Seismic Cry, you guarantee the aftershock, so it basically doubles the damage. And for the supports, cooldown here, I don't use cooldown here because it's not very needed. Dazing Cry is very good, you use the Infernal Cry and they will get stunned more easier. And the Cooling Strike as well, so the explosions kill the entire pack. And for Seismic Cry, this one is very good because if you can see here I have 2 charges. If you have 2 charges here, there's a chance that you're going to slam and not consume the charges, so you get one more slam hit. This one is whatever. If you War Cry around an enemy with fully broken armor, they will explode and do a little bit more damage. Not very useful, it's good, a little bit extra damage. And Perpetual Charge is very nice because what you want to do with this build is, let me show you the Shield Charge as well. So Shield Charge with Break Armor on Heavy Stun, more stun build up, and Endurance Charge on Fully Break Armor. So you stun the enemy with this, and when you stun, you break their armor, and when you break their armor, you get an Endurance Charger. When you have when you're at 3 endurance charges, what will happen is if you Warcry, you get 1 extra empowered attack per charge and consume it. So if you consume it with Seismic Cry, you get 5 attacks instead of 2. But with this support, you have chance to not consume them, 35%. So you get five empowered slams here, and still 3 charges. Then you can Infernal Cry and get 5 charges here. I will show you in game how it plays. It seems a little bit confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it flows smoothly. And yeah, that's it. You basically go in, lip slam on the pack, or just and then shield charge, or if it's a white pack, you can just shield charge that it will stun them all. Get your endurance charges, pop Seismic Cry, Infernal Cry, and slam, and everything will be destroyed, including high single target, uh, like rare and unique mobs with a lot of HP. You just kill them with Earth Shatter. Hammer of the Gods I use only for um, unique monsters, and most of the time I don't even use this at all. I can just kill one shot the map boss without Hammer of the Gods, but it's nice to have it. So you get more Fizz, Brutality, then this 30 more damage, more max Fizz hit, and melee physical damage. I want to put Conk Effect here, but I need three intelligence, so I'm waiting a little bit. But Conk Effect gives, I can put it here, but it gives more damage. You should swap that with Conk Effect. So let me show you how it plays. Let me go here to a random map. This. So what you want to do is go in, shield charge on the pack, pop Seismic Cry, Infernal Cry, and then slam. Pay attention to the charges here and the empowerments attack here. So here you boom, shield charge, 1 charge, then you use this and this. I only get 1 charge because the pack was small, and then boom, everything just disappears. And then you can cry again, so the spikes blow. When you pop a Earth Shatter with the Seismic Cry, guarantees that it will explode. But if you Warcry around it, explode as well, so you double your damage with Seismic Cry. That's why it's very very good. You can also use Shield Charge to move around, but it goes on cooldown. So here, same thing, Shield Charge, boom, cry, and 1 slam, and boom. The specs are fairly small, but I still have 3 charges here, so let me see if I can find the pack. Density is very low on this map, what the fuck. Really trash. Same thing here, charge, cry, and hit. And just go around hitting. We've all die. Let me try on the rare mode. Cry, hit. One more. And it's dead. Very fast. And I'm not even using Hammer of the Gods. So keep going. Here I'm just going to wait. You can clear the pack without this combo as well, like let me show here. You just slam, and Warcry and they die either way. Just not as fast. But you don't have to use all the charges. As you can see, I'm not even getting the Seismic Cry extra charges, just 1 hit and Cry, so they explode. It's already a lot of damage, but it's not like full potential. Only the Infernal Cry that you always need to use. So here, same thing, boom, Cry, and hit. This guy here I'm going to Hammer of the Gods because he's on Temporal Bubble, but you can see the Earth Shatter already putting like 30 HP. Same thing here. And even Lip Slam is one-shotting packs with the extra Warcries. So it's pretty straightforward. This map was like low density, and I was explaining, but once you get the hang of it, you go like giga fast clearing, and it's very OP. So few tips here on how to build. Always look for runes to get your fire, res, and strength if you need. Pick up items with rocks on the ground and use them on Savage Bench. I probably have one here. So you pick this up on the ground and you salvage them and you get one charge. And with 10 charges you get one orb, and you can create a socket and put here the strength or fire res to get where you need. For the links here, you don't need to buy the 4-link gem. It costs 29 exalts. What you can do is you grab a gem, like overwhelming presence here, and then you get a lesser jewel orb, use on it, and then you Val orb it. It has a chance to go from 3 to 4, or 3 to 2, or +1 level, -1 level, and quality as well. So on average, if you spend like 3 or 4 exalts on jewelers and Val orbs, you get a guaranteed 4-link. I ran unlucky a little bit, as you can see. Our shadows here I have a lot. Corrupted here with 3 sockets, but once you get lucky, you get a guaranteed 4-link. Not lucky, but like probably I would say 4 exalts on average per skill. It's way cheaper than 30 on the market, but to get the 5-link it's going to be harder. So you can do the same thing eventually, like, but it's going to be 30 exalts a pop. So I don't have the money for that at the moment. So I used it on Earth Shatter, and Seismic Cry is the only two that Seismic Cry you can take better shout out, but Earth Shatter is the only one that you need. Let me get my gem back here. Earth Shatter is the only one that you need the 4-link. The other ones are not very important. Seismic Cry should be your priority 2, Hammer of the Gods number 3. And yeah, for the gear you can try to get some random armor pieces here. Since you only need like 3 mods, you can buy random pieces until you get like life and strength, and then you try to exalt slam the other mods, or you can just go on the market and buy it. I'm currently trying to get shields here. Let me gamble a bit. Armor based shield. Nothing decent. So yeah, that's it for the charm. I'm using golden charm for extra rarity. You should use the one that removes freeze. And for next upgrades, you just want to get maximum amount of fire res to increase the cap here. Eventually you're going to take this here and you're going to be +5 all, and when you get to the 3rd lab on Smith's Masterwork, your build will change a little bit, and what I recommend is getting +5 max. And if you need the strength for your mace, you can pick up this one. This is, if not, I would pick this because physical damage taken from hits, you're going to have here 86, on my case 86% fire resistance, so basically 25% of your physical damage is going to be basically annulled. You're going to take like flat 20% less physical damage, around that. And for 2 other points I would take maybe this if you're running a lot of maps with high crit chance on the rolls, or maybe max HP here, yeah, or strength. That's what I would take. So yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting nothing. Let me think here, but that's it. It's pretty straightforward. For my next 15 levels or so, I'm going to take blocks so I can get close to 75%. A little bit of Warcry speed and Warcry cooldown. And if I have to, I'm going to take this here, this wheel. And if I would drop something, maybe I could take some rage also. I'm not looking into that at the moment. Maybe when I have some better jewels here with more rage sustain, you can take this node here, and there's this one here as well, and this here. But at the moment it's it's not on the budget yet. I would need some good rubies with rage on hit and that stuff. Oi!
Tem pizza, quer? Tipo,
Quero,
quentinha neste instante.
quero.
Quer vir? É pra eu trazer aqui?
Não, eu vou lá pegar. Yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions about it or recommendations for me or things you want to talk about, just leave it on the comments. And hope I helped you guys with your Giga Chad Warrior Slam builds.